About to go up here, go across the stage. Shit I've been working on for a minute. I'm doing this one for my son Quazir. And he passed away. I was in school to be a counselor, and I went to class afterwards, and I didn't want to feel like being in class. The teacher for that program said to me, "Well, this is probably the best place in the world for you to be. You know why?" And I was like, "Oh, this bitch trying to be funny." And I was like, "Why? Why is right now me being here the best place for me to be?" She said, "Because you're in a room full of counselors." I was like, "Oh shit!" Ding! It made total sense to me. Right after my son got buried, my PO violated me. Like on some real, I felt some real racist shit. Because the PO knew what I was going through, and then violated me because I didn't report. And I was like, well, psychologically, I couldn't do nothing. Like, I just lost my son. But that actually was the best thing that happened to me. Because I got, when you go to the county, you get time to reflect. So I remember they used to make you go to the programs and all that, and make you say, "Oh, I'm raise your hand, you're an addict, this and that." And I used to be like, "Well, I don't want to be none of that, and I don't want to be a sad story." So I was like, you know what? I want to do something else. So I went back to school. You know what I mean? And that shit was hard. I ain't gonna lie. It was kind of hard. But today I get to go across the stage. So they made that official. Associate Scientist of Human Services. You know what I mean? So this is just one cog. This right here is just for my son. My next one is I want to go get my PhD and become a doctor. So I'm chasing that right now. You know what I'm saying? But I'm really feeling really good about this today. I'm focused, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. When you change your direction of what you want to do, you change your perception. You see what I'm saying? So of course you have people around you that you're not gonna be around no more, honestly. It's not that you don't fuck with them, but it's just that you can't see you can't see that no more. You know what I mean? So it's not like you try to act like you don't know them, but when you so tunnel vision focused on where you're going, where you're trying to get at, you know what I'm saying? It's like you really can't take in anything else outside of that unless it's other people who have done that, doing that, or is going to do that. I've always dubbed myself as being the black lion. You know what I mean? That's just because I was treated as a black sheep. You know what I mean? But I'm like, a sheep is a weak ass animal. That ain't even eating a fucking beast. That shit just grows fucking nappy hair and gets fucked and eats shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, I know I'm a king at what I do. If you don't want to crown me, that's alright though. Because I'm going to crown my fucking self. And all the little fucking stones and bricks that they threw at me, oh, he's just crazy, leave him alone. I took that shit and I built my castle with that shit. I built a wall. You know what I'm saying? A wall to keep people like that away from me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, why do you want to? Nah, man, I'm good. Because when my gates was open, and when I mean like the gates, I mean my heart. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't gonna lie, I can be a sensitive person because I love family and things like that. But I had my heart open for many, many years. And every time I had it open, that shit would get stabbed up. Sharp words. Fucking, when my son died, I had a sister that said, "Oh, that's good for you. I hope that you get through it." Like, what type of fucking shit is that? You know what I'm saying? And I knew from that day, I was like, yo, you know what? That's it. I'm done. Like, I'm done. I'm done. There's mad people. It's not for say I cut them off. They actually cut themselves off. You know what I'm saying? They actually cut themselves off because I was always being real. You know what I'm saying? But you know what they say, real recognizes real. And if you're being fake about something, it will be brought to light. And that's eventually what happened. It became light to me that these motherfuckers was never really good for me anyways. You know what I mean? So it was really, there was really no need for no conversation anyways. I just decided instead of walking down that block, I'm not gonna walk down that block no more. Instead of picking up the phone these Friday nights, because I'm bored, I started to realize boredom was the best thing for me because it meant I was safe, I wasn't going to jail, and I had plenty of time to create something new. So So if you sitting back, you feeling bored, shit, you better appreciate that shit. Because you could be in the fucking cell having to be on deck, one eye open all the time. Or you could be at home twiddling your thumbs, bored, thinking of how you could create the next thing. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, once I freed myself from that, like, creativity is just overwhelming. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's overwhelming how much creativity comes in my mind. But you always got to work on you. Don't point the finger at what somebody else could have did, what they said, or this person fucked it up for me. No. You got to remember, you're the sole controller of your world. Only I control what comes in and out of my world. Anything else is bullshit. Every decision you make is what brings things into your world. And that's just the bottom line. You see what I'm saying? When you put yourself in the right mind state, you know, it's like if you had it's like if you just bought a blue Camry and you liked it because you didn't even see that kind of, you know, it's a new model, right? About a week after, all of a sudden, you're gonna start seeing mad blue Camrys, mad black Camrys. Like, you never even noticed some shits before, but now all of a sudden they're everywhere. You thought you was the first person to have it, but not realizing it, that now you see them everywhere. That's because your perception has changed. You see what I'm saying? And if you can consistently keep yourself in the same belief frame, and I mean this to a lot of us black folks, we like to stay in the same belief frame, and therefore we can't see other things that are really right in front of us. You see what I'm saying? That's why a lot of other races, they clown on us. You feel me? But the point of the matter is this, though. You know what I'm saying? I made a video about, you know, using your pain to propel yourself. You know what I'm saying? When my son died, I was surrounded out of nowhere. Like, God was sending all these dudes that used to be OGs in my town. Like, these dudes, back in the day, these dudes were doing it. They had big Cadillacs. They was pushing Benzes. You know, they always had the Gucci Louis suits on, all that. And they were, you know, they remembered me as being young. So when my son died, you know, they were kind of like reaching out to me. You know, they wanted to drink beers with me, or, you know, smoke some buzz, some coke, whatever it was. You know what I'm saying? And as we would drink and shit, the more and more they would start to cry, and I'd be like, well, it was my son who passed away. Then they would reveal that they had a son that passed away too. And I would just start like in shock, because it happened like 4 or 5 times. And I had never known that these dudes had, you know, sons that passed away. But I would look at them, I'm like, well, wow, if it's been 10 years, you know, I understand it hurts, but like, wow, how did you become homeless? Or how did you become, you know, a straight alcoholic? And it clicked on me. They never removed themselves from the grief. So they live within the grief. And the thing is, you know, trying to figure out how to remove the pain, that's stupid. And I'm not calling anybody stupid. What I'm saying to you is, you can't remove something that's part of you. You get what I'm saying? You know, when something like that happens, something of that magnitude happens, it becomes part of you. You know what I'm saying? So you can either take that pain, okay? Because if I do 1,000 push-ups, right? Or if I do 1,000 bench presses of 400 pounds, the next day I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna be hurting, okay? Because I'm pumping up, I'm gonna be hurt, okay? So pain has, you know what I'm saying? Pain is like an energy that you can either make or it can break you. You know what I'm saying? So every year that went by, yeah, I was hurt, but all I could do is think about what could I do with it? You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna just lay down and let something beat me up. I'm not the, you know what I'm saying? I never was like the, you know, the champion fighter out in the street. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I ain't no fucking sucker. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna let nothing I'm just not gonna lay down to anything and go ahead and let it just take me. You know what I'm saying? So my mind was, I need to do something with this, because this shit's gonna consume me. That's all it's gonna do. It's gonna consume me, and I'm gonna end up just like these old fools, which God sent to me. You know what I mean? So, I mean, what I found that worked out for me was I was going to go sit in the classroom. That worked for me. You know what I'm saying? I know people, they devour themselves in studio time. You know what I'm saying? I know people who go and they cook up a storm. I know people who fuck all day. I know people who drink all day. And that's what, I'm not knocking nobody what they do, because honestly, I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. You feel what I'm saying? But for me, I'm not gonna sit back and lay down and take that shit. Nah, I'm not. I'm not gonna sit back and keep hooing. Meanwhile, look. Look at this shit. The world is still moving. That shit's not gonna stop because I had a son that passed away. That shit's not gonna stop because your aunt passed away, or it's not. The world gonna keep moving. And if you sit back and keep boo-hooing, guess what? You're gonna miss out on the world. And the world is a beautiful place, man. Regardless of what they might make it out to be on that fucking tell you lies to your vision box. The world's a beautiful place, man. And I just want to see the world in any way I can. If I can't get there physically, then I'll read about it and visualize it mentally. You see what I'm saying? Because a real dreamer stays asleep. The fuck I want to stay asleep for? You know what I'm saying? I take my imagination, take me to another nation. You feel me? And what I perceive in my mind, I can and will appear in my hand. Abracadabra. What I think is what I create. You feel me? And that's what it is. I didn't really care for the ceremony, but then I was like, you know what? I can't be selfish like that because, my mom did everything for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm really upset with myself that it took so long. But today I felt like this is not just a day, this piece of paper is for my son. I'm like to show this off again. This is for my son. But this day right here is for my mom. You know what I'm saying? Because I put my mom through so much. You know what I'm saying? I put her through so much. And I'm trying to figure out a way to give back to her. And one of the things to give back to her is just trying to just make her proud.
Ptolemy H. Sutherland, Associate in Science, Human Services.
They talk it, I live it. Rapping out the band, though I'm handling my business.
That's for you, Quazair. That's you, baby.
Rex on the stove, bitch, we made it out the kitchen. Off top, we winning. Bottom of the barrels where I lead a crab sitting.
Oh, that was the Mako, but yes, this is for my son. This was definitely for my son. Now that I did this part, I can move on. I don't have to grieve no more.
Not at all, baby boy.
Because I grieved for 7 years.
You did it.
And every year, I'm by myself. My kids never came to check me.
Jessica Nardini, Associate
Mother
in
never
Applied
came. Father's Day,
Science,
my son died.
Business Administration.
Father's Day, my son
with
died.
honor.
I just want to say this shit. That shit had me tight. I was tight of all the people. I'm still angry at them. Because you know why? They never recognized the father. My son died on Father's Day. I never got a call from the mother, from my kids on Father's Day. It never even fucking skipped it never even crossed their mind. That was like, oh shit. Yo, we need to go check on Ptolemy. Like, his son died on Father's Day. And I expected the mother to definitely do it. Nope. And that shit, it's not that it hurt, it just disappointed. It was like, Mother's Day, I would do something, you know what I mean? My son's birthday, I would come on like, yo. But then I realized it wasn't happening for me. So, you know what? Old dude told me, the best revenge you can do is just do good for yourself. You see what I'm saying? I feel good now. You know what I'm saying? That's just, this is just one step to where I'm going. I had to get this over with. This was for my son, you know what I mean? So I got that, I own 2 businesses, and things are just gonna get better, but I don't have to live with that thing on me no more, because it's gone. I can accept the fact that my son is gone, he's with the good Lord, and I needed that, so there's my closure. Now I can psychologically move on even more and further, now I can focus better, you know what I'm saying? But I do want to thank a lot of people who were there for me, you know what I'm saying? First of all, I'm gonna thank myself. That's the first person I'm going to thank is myself. Because if it hadn't been for me making the right decisions that I need to make, then I would have never been able to do this today. And of course, it was only because of God's will. You know what I'm saying? Me keeping up with my prayers. So the first thing I would say God, but the first person is going to be me. I got to thank myself. know what I'm saying? Because I'm the one who came up from out of the gutter. I'm the one who had to crawl up from underneath a rock and dust myself off. I'm the one who had to wrestle addiction. I'm the one who had to wrestle fucking legal problems. I'm the one who had to wrestle with domestic issues. I'm the one who had to wrestle with when I say like domestic issues, but wrestle with trying to have a relationship with my kid. I had to do that. So the first person I'm gonna thank, first of all, is me. I'm thanking me first. Fuck that. I ain't taking nothing for myself. When I hustled, I didn't cheat myself. I treated myself. You know what I'm saying? But I want to thank my mom. I want to thank Debbie, my cousin Debbie. I want to thank, of course, my beautiful wife, Jackie. She makes me feel like I can throw a chain around the sun and moon, man. She makes me feel like the richest man on earth. I love you to death, baby. You know what I'm saying? I want to thank my church, Metropolitan, my pastor, Pastor Damone Johnson, because me going to church every day, listening to him, it really kept me focused and reminding me that I'm a blessed child. You know what I'm saying? And I live a life of abundance. You know what I'm saying? I want to thank my little buddy, my son Jaden. You know what I mean? For being there. He was the only person there when my son died. You know what I'm saying? So that's why Jay get anything he wants all the time. He's super spoiled, and that's how it's gonna be. I want to thank just everybody who really fucked with me. You know what I'm saying? And I don't have to go that far because you know who you are. You know what I'm saying? And if I didn't say your name, you know what I'm saying, you felt some kind of way, that's probably because you did some old fuck shit to me. You see what I'm saying? But if you smile and you see this video, you smile, you gonna cheer, that means that you know that you fuck with me and I know I fuck with you. And when we see each other, it's gonna be love, love. But if you ain't getting no real shout from me, and you ain't heard nothing from me, and this and that, that's just simply because I don't fuck with you no more. And I ain't fucking with you no more because you did it yourself. I ain't did nothing to nobody, you feel me? But and I definitely gotta give a big shout. Everybody see this video, y'all better start getting that Spotify and pay every last motherfucking Beats Lay albums. I'm gonna bump that shit right now. I'm feeling super good. I'm feeling super good. I'm about to play that shit right now, as a matter of fact. I just learned this one song by him. I'm about to play it right now. That shit is dope.
We winning. Bottom of the barrels where I leave the crab sitting. Bottom of the barrels where I came from. Couldn't find a way, so I made one. Claw my way out like I'm Logan. Who the baddest motherfucker? Tell him show enough. Beasley is the gold rush. I'm not afraid cause you pussy niggas gold dust. I twist your cap with the steel when I roll up. And put your body in park.